All right, let's start headlines with the Buffalo Bills, who were in their fans, who were a common story on the old Rosenthal and Jeselnik Vanity Project, RJVP, because their fans were always in the news for their crazy acts, tailgating, a lot of oral sex, a lot of just sex, jumping on tables, guys on fire, just like they were the craziest tailgating fans in the league.
And it kept escalating. It was like they had to top each other.
Right.
And they'd be like, stop lighting tables on fire and jumping through them. And that just made them do it all the more.
And it was wild. I mean, it was, just people having sex right out in the open, all over the place.
I don't think anyone ever really got seriously hurt either. It wasn't like at Dodger Stadium, like someone gets beat to death after every game.
Right.
But it was embarrassing to Buffalo.
It was like
please stop doing
getting
this.
caught on fire, but in a humorous way.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills have been trying to curb this the last couple seasons, and they finally have come out with an official policy that will require buses and limo buses to purchase a tailgating package to get into an area that they, I think, are calling essentially like a tailgating zone, but it's going to be tailgate village, but it's going to be more organized by the team. It's going to have music acts and stuff like that, and people are going to have to pay to get in it, and it's all set up to curb wild tailgating.
And this is why I love this story, is that it is not going to work. All right? Like if you're a crazy person, right? You're a big drinker. You go out to a bar and you get lit up and you're acting crazy, and they're like, oh my God, this person's getting too crazy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to charge them $50 to get in the bar. If you got to pay $50 to get in the bar, then you're really going buck-ass wild. So you just paid $50 to get in there. They're going to tear those musical acts apart. They are going to go so much. They're going to be stacking tables, lighting them on fire. I guarantee one Bills player gets lit on fire this year.
You think he's going into the tailgate village?
I think they're going
before the game.
I think they're going to get there early and light them up as they try to get into the game. They are going to take this as a personal challenge. It couldn't backfire more than if they were like, here's a free area where you guys are allowed to come in. It's free, but you got to sign a waiver, and we got high police presence, but it's free. This is for you. Then maybe that would work. But to be like, you got to pay a bunch of money to get in here on your bus, it's just going to make people sneak in harder and harder stuff and go crazier.
You heard us, Bills fans. Take it as a challenge. I mean, it came from a lot of the companies that bring fans to the game. They were complaining about it, like the limo companies, the bus companies. They don't want to be associated anymore. But it seems like the price point actually was a little low. You could bring in 60 people on a bus, and they're charging $10 per. I mean, how is a 60-person bus charging with $10 per person? That's a recipe to go nuts.
$600. Yeah, that's $600 to just be like, hey, tee off. You earned it.
Erica, have you what's the most embarrassing thing you've done in tailgates? Or have you gone to a lot of tailgates?
Yeah.
Because I saw the pictures, I remember last year, and this is you as a relative adult going to Nashville in the Patriots game, and you guys were...
Yeah, we rented a bus. We had a bartender on the bus in the parking lot, and this was in Nashville, so we that was pretty crazy. But we've brought kegs and stuff to Foxborough, and especially in the winter too, we've lit stuff on fire, and it's all been safe. Had
Nothing
fire
safer
pits.
than lighting someone on fire.
Not someone.
What are you lighting on fire?
Like firewood. We've started fires in the while we're tailgating.
Yeah, have you been in a group of people that are taking shots out of someone's ass?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't.
I have not.
Well, no, that's not that's not that crazy.
I don't think that's that crazy, but I don't want to do
it. I'm not taking a shot out of anyone's ass.
No one's putting
No, I'm not. No one's getting near my butt.
I'll tell you what. The worst one I ever did was we went to. I think it was Dave Matthews. It was Dave Matthews, my senior year of high school. One of my friends drives, and we get a hotel room right near the amphitheater where this concert's going on at. And we buy a bunch of cases of beer. One of our friends looked like he was 40 years old, and we put all the beer in the bathtub, fill it with ice, and we're just doing beer funnels, getting wasted. And we were getting so much beer on ourselves that we all just got into our underwear. So we're just in our underwear in this hotel room, 10 guys, just funneling beers, getting so drunk that on the way in,
and then we fucked.
My friend is just puking out the window. He's puking out the window, and everyone's singing, "I drink too much, I eat too much, as my friend's throwing up. And then we pull up. We're in line to get into the actual place. And I'm like, I've got to go to the bathroom so badly that I open up this van door, the sliding van door, and I run into the bushes and I'm peeing and I hear a cop be like, hey, you, public urination, stop. And I turn and I go to run back into the van and I almost make it. Like I get into the van where like the top of the van just hits me right like above the eyes, like right in like the middle of the forehead. And just, I was running full sprint and just a van right into the forehead that the cop let me go. He just like saw me on the ground
And was like,
this huge red mark and was just like, get out of here, kid. Like you're like, that's punishment enough. You can go home. That was my worst tailgating story.
A shooting occurred this week where a man, 69 years old, was shot while he was in line buying groceries by mistake by his 67-year-old wife.
It was in her purse.
It was in her purse.
She dropped it.
Dropped the purse, and it shot him in the leg.
Yeah, he tried to blame. He tried to say he shot himself by mistake. He tried to take blame, and then they figured out what happened. Listen, I don't want to sound sexist. Erica, you know I love you. All the female listeners we have, both of you guys are great. I don't want this to sound sexist, but this is exactly why women should not be allowed to have guns. I'll tell you, women should not be allowed to own a gun. They shouldn't be allowed to carry a gun. And all men should have to carry purses. All men should wear purses at all times, different kinds of purses, not just like a masculine purse, but like crazy weird purses, because that's their responsibility. Women, give it up. You can't be president, you can't carry a gun, and men get your purses. What do you think about that, Erica?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Do you carry a purse?
I do.
I mean, it feels
How
a
many
little
purses
harsh.
do you have?
Like maybe 4. I don't carry it all the time. Depends on where.
Is there a gun in there?
Definitely.
Because you shouldn't have one. You should give that purse to me. Give me all your purses.
You got it.
I'd be like the Punisher with just like a bunch of purses all around my neck and back. Because like fanny pack's not cool, but if you got a purse, someone's like, why are you carrying that purse? And be like, you know I'm carrying that purse. People know you've got a gun.
I mean, they're not fucking around. It feels unfair to, punish the entire gender from the joy of carrying around concealed weapons, especially 67-year-old women, just because Lillian Messier, messed up.
If you
for the
can't
rest
handle
of
your
them.
business, things get taken away from everybody. You know what I mean? That's what America's all about. When something happens with guns in America, America makes some changes right away. The Congress gets together and they're like, what are we going to do every time there's something with guns? That when this happens, I don't think I'm going far enough by saying that women can't carry guns anymore and all men have to carry purses.